Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the Crossbody Wallet from Urban Southern. They just launched their new updated design for it today, August 10th, 2018 at 10 a.m. Central, and I hope that you can check it out. I want to give you a full review of the new design compared to the old design. Both colors are still available, and in this video you'll see a full walkthrough of what it can hold, pros and cons, comparing the new and the old. Let's jump into it. They sent me these wallets to review and compare for you. So these bags were sent to me. These are my honest opinions, but I thought it was really cool that they sent me both so we could really see the differences. So this is in the color chestnut brown, and I think it's very pretty. Why don't I show you one interesting thing about it before we start. Can you see in the camera all these scars? So this is full grain leather, and what that means, it's the densest fibers of leather that's on the market. This leather is not, it hasn't been shaved down to remove scars that happened in the life of the cow, and I like scars. I know that is a very interesting story to be told here. I'm hoping they come in on the camera. So heads up, your wallet might have some scars, and this is actually really desirable in resale. If it isn't your preference, maybe contact customer service before you place your order to kind of say, please avoid any scars. But to me, complete awesome pro. And while we're on the back, we might as well show you this option. The strap is detachable, which is similar to the old design as well, but this is how it attaches. It slips underneath the leather and then into the rivet. And there are several adjustable holes on either side. I'm going to buckle it back up and show you the front. So just one nipple closure here. The leather comes to you already soft. It has a really nice feel to it, a very matte color, no sheen. And to get in, you just open here and unfold. There are 3 card slots. The first day I shoved several cards in each spot, so there isn't this amount of time that you need to stretch the pockets. It can hold several cards at once. Like this is my gift card pocket, and there are 6 gift cards and several business cards in there. How I have it laid out is these are my most frequent cards. Driver's license, you know, just the cards that you grab whenever you're running errands. Gift cards that I will probably be using sooner than not. And then these are some medical cards, insurance. And then back here you'll see a pocket where I have my Samsung Galaxy S7. Pretty standard fit. I met with Deborah today at Starbucks. Hey Deborah. She's a friend in town who loves bags too, and she was able to put her iPhone in here. I believe it was an 8 Plus. So that's good to know. And then moving down, you can see their logo, Urban Southern. And this is really a huge change. They added a snap here. And what I have is one of my favorite lip glosses from Revlon. You can see lip gloss and 2 pouches. Well, not pouches, but these are card holders. In here I have chapstick and my key fob. And in this one I have, let me put that back. I actually made this one. This is another one, and in here is my house key, some coins, and all my other gift cards that I want to use eventually, but I probably won't use anytime soon. But, you know, it's nice to have them on you because then you can just have a great evening going to a restaurant you've never been to. In the back here, I have some cash. And I did have some checks back here, but I didn't want to show those on camera. So that's what can fit back here. I had the pouches side by side, and I had a lip gloss on top, and then a snap. So pretty cool. So this is the new design, and let me open up the old design so you can see the differences. New design, old design. So I asked for the color black. I wanted you to be able to see the two colors kind of side by side in the review. Again, it has the detachable straps with adjustability to the strap. The black doesn't show scars as well as the chestnut brown, so if you're really scared about those scars, you can get it in black. But it's a nice matte color, very smooth, very soft, day one. And opening it up, I wonder if you're gonna have a hard time seeing this because it's so black. Let's open them up side by side. Okay. Here we go. So I'm hoping you can see this. I'm not quite sure if you can. The card slots on the new design are up at the top. The card slots on the old design are on the bottom. And on the bottom was the card slots, and so now they've added this pouch with a snap. I find it really interesting because in the old design, she had a pocket bag here. She didn't use this space, and then she did the credit card slots. So really she just used this spot for more real estate by putting the card slots there. I wonder if I zoom you in on it alone, you can better see it. And then there's a pocket bag here. So it's just a really nice switch in design that they did. Another pro is if you are opening the wallet, let's see if I can mimic this for you. If you're opening it just from the top here, open, you can just grab your credit card. Before you were opening and then you had to unfold to get to your credit card. Behind the credit card in the old design, they had nothing. So you can see my finger going right through the credit card slot. And that worked okay, and maybe it helped being able to push up a credit card if it was stuck, but this wasn't really able to be used as a pocket, I don't believe, because the credit cards would be interfering with whatever you had back here. Granted, I guess you could have had some cash. I haven't played around with that idea a lot. And with this design, behind the credit cards, I'll pull these out. I actually put tape on the credit cards because I just don't want my information out there. So what you'll see is cell phone. If I put my finger in the credit card, you don't see my finger because they added another piece of leather right here. So thoughtful. And that allows the credit cards not to be interfered with whatever is going on in the pocket behind it. I want to share like when I would be using a crossbody wallet like this. I have added tennis into my life. It's still going strong, about 2 or 3 times a week. And I want to leave my purse in my car if I'm in a safer neighborhood. And I just want to bring my essentials with me. And so what's nice is I can have my key fob, my credit cards, my cash, cell phone, buckle this up, wear it crossbody, grab my tennis backpack, and go. That's really nice instead of having a big leather bag on the court in the blaring sun, or sometimes there's a rainstorm, and I wouldn't worry about this getting wet, but I might worry about my huge bag getting wet. The other time I might be using this kind of setup is if I were in an airport. I tend to have backpacks when I'm in an airport, and I kind of just want to be able to grab my ticket, my cell phone. Sometimes I leave my backpack with my husband and I want to go to a shop and get some sour gummy worms. So this is really helpful then because you don't need to bring your whole purse with you. You just have your essentials, crossbody, easy again. I have something like this that can hold everything, but it's not crossbody. What I like about it being crossbody is if I'm primarily in a tote for the week, I could keep the crossbody strap off, but keep the strap in my tote so So if I want to go into Walmart, I don't have to bring the big bag with me. I can just pop the strap back on and run my errands. Let's go over the dimensions. I seem to always forget this detail, but the dimensions are the same for the new and the old. It is 8.5 wide by 5 1/4 high by 1 inch deep. But you can tell once it's all full, it's not necessarily 1 inch deep anymore. And that depends on you and how full you want it. Sometimes my cell phone's in here, but I also put my cell phone in my back pocket all the time. So I could see this not always being in here. And to finish up, why don't we go over some pros and cons on the bag. Okay, I kind of keep fiddling with it, but it's really so soft. And can you hear that leather noise? I love that leather noise. So for pros, I would say my preference is the newer design. If you have the old design, I mean, you're gaining that pocket with the new design. It's going to be up to you whether it's worth the cost. I still think you get a lot of function with both, but if I were able to choose just from the beginning, it would be to start with the new design. I like that it can hold so much that are just the essentials for my life. And being able to hold my phone is so nice for a wallet. Some phones advertise that they can hold phones. Some wallets advertise that they can hold phones, but they really can't. And it just makes it hard to close. It makes it hard to use. But this truly can hold smartphones. Yeah, Deborah, you're going to need to comment. Do you have an iPhone 8? Comment below. I think it was iPhone 8 or iPhone 10. And I have the Samsung Galaxy S7. So those are relatively large smartphones, and they fit just fine with cases and a, what do you call it? Pop socket. One of these guys. They add to the depth of the phone. I also really like that the strap is removable and crossbody. Such a genius design. And I really like the simplicity of the design. It's not overworked. It's not fussy. I'm not a fan of fringe. It's just a nice classic style, and you have options between the black and the brown, or maybe get both. I'm excited to see how this brown patinas. I've seen some really cool photos online of it all scratched up, which I think would be really charming. So moving on to the negatives, one thing that might be a negative, again, I can't say for sure because I don't have tons of experience. When you remove these straps, which I can do right now, the nipple rivet remains. Just be conscious of this when you're putting it into a bag. Sometimes nipple rivets can actually make a funny, I don't know, they can press into your leather on the outside of a tote and kind of patina funny. So maybe have it facing on the inside of your bag or vertical facing in. But you can kind of see this is a bit of a profile there. Another negative, or well, this isn't a negative. This is an idea. Okay, so say you're opening it to get your cell phone. It's right here. Your favorite credit card. It's right here. So this extra pocket down here, I almost wonder, could you add a snap right here? A snap right here to receive right here, and it can just snap right here. So if you open here and you get what you need, this doesn't fall open. Wouldn't that be interesting? It's just an idea, and granted, they just redesigned it, but I thought I'd throw it out there. And then the other thing that I find I found a solution, but I had to work around it. This snap is very helpful. The items that would work best in here, I made a list, would be cash, checkbook, lip gloss, your phone, or receipts. Now, I don't carry a checkbook. I carry some loose checks. And then I don't keep receipts in my wallet. So my workaround is I carry a lot of smaller things. So lip gloss works, but in here I mentioned extra gift cards, house key, coins, but those things are relatively small. And then in here I have my key fob and chapstick, also small. So filling this with smaller items doesn't seem to really make sense to me because they're more likely to be able to fall out in this bending and folding up of the pouch. So maybe it was to use a zipper here, but zippers tend to break, so I understand the snap doesn't break. But if you're going to use smaller items in this area, consider using either a card case or maybe a really narrow pouch that you can put in here. Or keep those items, like I do, in another pouch. Like these are even more full of smaller items. What's in here? Hand sanitizer, ibuprofen, the Clippa, which helps hold your bag on the side of a table at the restaurant. So I'm still going to use some pouches for the rest of my bag, but for the essentials, I'm putting them in a little card pouch. The final idea I had, this isn't a pro or con, but I wonder if you could actually, I'm going to demonstrate with my lip gloss. On the inside here, on the new design and the old design, you can see a strap. I wonder if you can actually secure things that way so that they don't fall out and it doesn't really get in the way of closing the purse. Isn't it interesting? I don't know. I was just playing around. So there you go, friends. Now I'm going to model the bag really quick for you, and I'll readjust the camera now. I'm 5'5". I tell you that every time. But here is the crossbody wallet worn in crossbody mode. It's very cute, very light. It just feels like a really great leather. You can wear it on your shoulder as well. You can adjust the height. I would adjust the height if I were doing this in shoulder mode. And you can wear also as a clutch by removing the strap, which is also really sweet. And then removing the strap, you can just have it floating in your bag and then the strap's not in your way. Thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to check out my Instagram account, ThePerfectLeatherBag. You'll see more photos of me wearing these bags in a lot of different outfits and different scenarios. And be sure to leave any questions or comments you have below and I'll get back to you. Thanks guys.